Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Kiera, of course, the Captain Gorgeous Queen. You already know who it is. And boom, y'all, I was recently pondering a question. Am I ready for love? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you may also know if you are ready for love, because you might not be. You very well may be. Who knows? So, have I ever been in love? So first of all, I believe that I have been in love before, yes. Do I think that it's the best thing that ever happened to me? No. And I say that because I was younger and my perception of what love was then is so different than what it is today. Why? Because I've come across a lot of different people, not just men, but just people in general, and observed how they love their loved ones. And just overall watching how people interact in their own relationships, learning what it's like to be in a relationship with the man outside of my father, because usually when you are a young girl, the first relationship that you have with the male is with your father. So that kind of sets the standard of what you should expect from other men. And so I didn't have anything to compare my father's actions too. It wasn't until I got older and I started to realize that the way that someone makes you feel is a telltale sign of whether they are being good to you or not, of whether the way that they are loving you is healthy or not. Okay, so it's kind of like this. If you have only had a McDonald's burger in your whole entire life, and you go somewhere like In-N-Out, Whataburger, totally different patties, totally different experience, and you have something to compare it to, your mind changes. Well, wait, this is all I know a burger to be, but since I've had this one is 10 times better. I did not know what I was missing, right? Like, you never know what you're truly missing if you only experience one type of thing. So I'll say this, I have been dating, of course, we date. Your girl been single since probably like really single since like 2014, 2015, something like that. Like it's giving, we are living single. I have not met anyone that I would take serious enough to be their girlfriend though. The reason why is because I experienced those other people and I've watched other people's relationships. There are so many different red flags that I can pick up on in a person. So let's just get down to the meat and potatoes of this, because this is where it gets really good for me. I had a moment where I was in very deep thought, and I felt like, you know, of course, considering the healing journey that I'm on right now, I have been going through so much, and I have reached a point of my life where I either go left or I either go right. And I am sitting here at a crossroads and I'm just thinking, do I have the energy and willpower to keep going? And as much as relationships can heal you, it is not always the best thing to bring someone on the journey with you, because your life is your own. I enjoy having someone to talk to, someone to, you know, hold up my arms for me while I'm going through certain things. But I had a moment where I thought, I know that if I was to be in love or be in a relationship with someone, I would not feel very happy, because when you start to heal from trauma and PTSD and relationship issues and anxiety and depression and, you know, just all of these different mental issues, feeling safe is the biggest thing, right? The root of anxiety and depression and PTSD is fear. And the fear of not being safe, the fear of just not feeling like you are grounded or that you are protected. And that spills over into every aspect of your life. Do I want to be in a relationship? Absolutely. But I have not met anyone that I could feel safe enough with to be in a relationship with them. Trust and safety go hand in hand. For example, if someone cheated on you, they have then lost your trust. And now, as a result, you no longer feel safe giving your heart to somebody. Personally, I want to be in love. I want to be in a relationship. But I have not gotten to the point of healing where I can accept someone in my life and also feel safe about it. Most times people have to give you a reason to not trust them. For me, if I meet you, I already don't trust you. Not because you've done something, because other people have done things to me, and now in my mind, people just can't be trusted, right? You have to do things to gain my trust. And I'm not saying that you should trust a stranger, but what I am saying is, usually when you meet someone, you let them take you out on a date. If y'all fall in love, 6 months down the line, you don't usually question that, right? Someone says, hey, I love you, you know, and you're like, oh, so sweet, I love you too. But me, I'm like, you love me? How you know? Who told you that? When you realized that? What was your thought process when you realized that you love me? What day was this? What was you eating that day? It's just like this whole, like, you cannot be telling me the truth, because I've been in relationships where people tell me that they love me and they hurt me. So now not only do I not believe that you don't love me, but that if you do love me and you want to be in a relationship with me, I'm not going to be able to trust you. You're always going to be doing something behind my back. I feel like, you know, when you fall in love with somebody, you have to let walls down. I talked about in one of my latest videos that I was in a situation with someone who did not like to express their feelings. While I had to give that person up because that's not conducive to the lifestyle that I wanted to live at the time, when you think about why people don't want to let their walls down, is because once you let your walls down, you are fully exposed. And there's the safety thing again. I don't feel safe. I can't let you in, because if I let you in, you have all power to do something very, very hurtful and traumatic to me. Just like everybody in the past. There has not been one man in my life that I met that I felt like, oh, I could trust him. Oh, I feel safe with him. And of course, this is to different degrees. It's even small things. I don't trust this person because I caught them in a lie. A number of reasons, right? Not very important. The only difference is that you have to understand that when you connect with someone, you're gonna have to compromise and let your walls down. The reason I couldn't respect what that person was doing was because you allowed me to come into your life. And then when I come into your life, now you're saying, well, no, you're not welcome on this part of my life. Well, that's not how relationships work, right? You can't do that. You have to allow someone to be able to come into your life and really, really get into those intimate places with you. Of course, you can take your time, but if you have issues with trust, then you need to express that and you need to heal from that. So all in all, I feel like if I was to fall in love with someone, that would mean that I would have to give my power away. I was thinking to myself that what is the true reason that you are afraid to let somebody in? Well, it's because I feel like if I fall in love with someone, I have to give my power away. I have this thing in my mind where I feel like, well, I am in this place with all four walls around me barricaded. It's a fire-breathing dragon walking around, and he's just like, look, ain't nobody coming up in here, because she's healing in there. But once you start to release all of the chains and start to let all of the walls down, you are fully exposed, and now you feel like, well, all the power that I thought I had is now out there and just being dispersed, and anybody can take it and grab it, and I'm not safe. And it's just like, if that is the mindset that you are in, you are not ready for love. Love is a healing thing, and it takes two people to really, really love. Love has to be reciprocated, and you cannot reciprocate love if you keep your walls up. I don't have an issue with going out on dates, but when I think about actually giving my heart to somebody, it's just like, you're not even cautious enough for me. I'm just not ready to do that. And I don't know if a point like that would ever come up in my life, but as of right now, I'm just completely on this journey of finding myself and building my self-confidence and walking in my boldness and doing things for myself that make me feel good, because I will not miss out on love because someone is not loving me, or because I don't have a man, because that's not the prize at the end of the road. I know a lot of people think that falling in love and getting married is the prize, and that's the ultimate goal, and that is what makes you a woman. But being a wife is not the thing that will define your womanhood, okay? Your ability to love yourself regardless of where you are in life romantically is what defines you as a woman. Don't let the world tell you that you have to be somebody's wife to be a woman. Not everybody is going to be married. So you have to be able to find that balance. You have to be able to find that happiness somewhere, and it is within. And I'm very appreciative of that night that I had where I was thinking about this, like, am I really ready for love if it came to my front door right now? If love knocked on my front door right now, would I say yes? The answer is no. And I'm okay with that, because for one, it's not going to be fair to whatever man that is to have to sit through my process. I'm not ready to expose that side of me. I'm a very private person, and when I fall in love, I fall in love, and I want you to be a part of everything in my life. And if everything is a mess, I have to really trust you for that. I've been cheated on, you know? I have been lied to. And these are people that I have expressed my hurts and my pains to. And so that makes me feel like, well, no, this is something that absolutely cannot happen, because the end result won't be good. Baby, because I'll be somewhere in jail if somebody ever try to play me like that again. I promise you. So we're not even about to go there. I'm not even about to let myself get stressed out thinking about what would happen if somebody hurt me like that again. But we need love to heal. We need good experiences to heal. We need something to change our minds about the traumatic events that happened in the past around love and relationship. A lot of the things in our lives are just reinforcements of the pain that we've already felt. You develop a belief about life, things, people, men, women, your job, your career, when one bad thing happens, right? So it's just like with the panic attacks. I had one panic attack and I'm always like, well, what if another one happens? And it's kind of like I've built up this muscle of what if, because it's happened before, it could happen again, right? We don't want to focus our energy on that. So I am praying for myself and for you for the development of our trust muscles, of our love muscles, of our peace muscles, of our focus muscles, so that while we are in our little bubble with the four walls around and the fire-breathing dragon, that we are consciously looking forward to breaking out and healing, because the walls are not keeping you safe. The walls are actually keeping you in. We have this weird idea that the walls that we've built are protecting us from the outside world. Well, really what's happening is that wall is preventing you from going to higher places, from doing greater things, from keeping you from living your absolute best life. So don't be fooled by them walls, baby. Because guess what? You didn't build those walls with love in mind. You built those walls to protect yourself. You built those walls out of fear. You built those walls out of hurt. You built those walls when someone was disloyal to you. We don't want to set up walls. What we can do is set up boundaries. Boundaries do not keep you bound inside of something, but it allows you to control who comes in. You can still experience the outside world, but you can say, hey, you can't come past this part. So if you are in a relationship, or if you are falling in love, or if you just don't know if you are ready for love, I hope that this video helped you to put things into perspective. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, okay? Please do.